When I was a young man in the Marine Corps, we used to play this game called Ultimate Frisbee. And Ultimate Frisbee was always supposed to be this friendly game that gives us a little PT, helps us blow off a little steam. Of course, if you've ever played Ultimate Frisbee, you know that it doesn't take long for it to become anything but friendly. It is a very aggressive, a lot of contact. It can be a crazy, crazy game of Frisbee. And 9 out of 10 times, somebody would leave the field injured. And I'm talking legit injured. It was always something, someone, somewhere. And I remember this one time, this young Lance Corporal dislocated his right shoulder. And so a couple of us had to bring him to the BAS, or the Battalion Aid Station, like a doctor's office. And so I remember walking in the BAS with this young Marine, and we go in, we see the doctor, and the doctor's like, oh, go sit down over there in the waiting room, and I'll be with you in a few minutes. And so we sit down, and we wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And this young Lance Corporal, who's clearly in pain, he's had enough. He's like, I'm going to go see that doctor. What has taken so long? And so he and I go to the doctor's door, and he knocks on the door, and the doctor says, yes. And so he opens the door, and on the doctor's desk is this huge manual. It's kind of like a how-to manual. And he's looking at pictures of dislocated shoulders to try to figure out how to put a dislocated shoulder back in place. And I remember seeing that and thinking to myself, shouldn't a doctor know how to put a dislocated shoulder together? I mean, of all the things you go to medical school, shouldn't you know how to do that kind of stuff? And the truth is, however, the doctors, you can't be expected to know every single thing. So of course, they had this desk reference. Of course, they needed to have some type of reference manual that they could go to and say, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you check in? How do you check out? The greatest part about this, of course, is the Lance Corporal. This was not his first time dislocating his shoulder. Who knew? And so he was like, sir, I know how to do it. If you'd let me, I'll just lay on the floor here, and you grab my left arm, and you grab my right arm. And soon enough, we had this young kid's shoulder back in place, which was all good. But I think of that story now, and I start thinking about housekeeping and laundry. I can start thinking about administrators and all the things that administrators need to know. How many different job routines. You have to have like 10, 15 different departments that they're running. They're expected to be, if not experts in each one of those, at least very proficient. And it's super hard to be proficient in everything. That's why outsourcing is so popular right now. Everybody is outsourcing rehab, PT. Everybody's outsourcing dietary, housekeeping, laundry, business office, you name it. Everybody is outsourcing it because it's so hard and challenging to find information, to be able to manage these departments on your own. Until now, we just created the Standard Health and Rehab, and this is a program where we help make housekeeping management easy. And I mean super easy. Easy for an administrator to stay on top of and to manage, and it's super easy for the housekeeping manager to implement. This is the best of both worlds, so you get the expertise without having to give away the department. The Standard Health and Rehab, we make things easy. Let us be your desk reference. Let us be your go-to experts so you don't have to outsource it and you don't have to get it wrong. The standardhealthandrehab.com. We make housekeeping easy.